Alright, radicals time, everybody's favorite. Here we go. Switch pins to the blue pin. Just get a little crazy. Two ways to do it. I'm going to show you both ways, and I'm going to stick with my favorite way. The first way to do it, the factor tree method, you're looking for pairs. So I'm going to break it down all the way down to prime factors. And then I look for pairs. Example, I have a pair of 2's. So everything that pairs up, one of them goes on the outside, the other gets thrown out. So I've got a 2 on the outside of my radical. Everything that does not get paired up goes on the inside. Some of you might think, hey, that 4 did not get paired up. But to that, I say the 4 got broken apart, so it's no longer there. These two 2's right here represent the 4. So you break it down into prime factors. You grab the pair. One of them goes on the outside, the other goes away. And then everything that does not get paired up gets put on the inside. There's another way to do it, my personal way to do it. 28 is the square root of 7 times the square root of 4. Well, the square root of 4 is just 2, so we have 2 square roots of 7. And that's the way I like to do it because it's a little bit faster. You do have to do a little bit more thinking. This one is 25 and 2. Square root of 50 is the square root of 25 times the square root of 2. So that gives me 5 square roots of 2. Again, there are lots of different ways to do this. It doesn't really matter which way you choose, as long as you have a way that is accurate and easy for you, you will probably be just fine. So this one right here, I'll get 7 square roots of 2. And again, I like this way because it's faster for me. You may have a different way. Lots of different ways to do it. This one is 4 times 6. So 2 square roots of 6. Now this one on the factor tree looks like this. If you go 4 and 6 on your factor tree and then go 2 and 2, you'll have a 2 and a 3 for the 6. You'll notice I'm going to get the same answer because I've got a pair of 2's right here. I've got a 2 by itself, and I've got a 3 by itself. If I'm using the factor tree, my 2's pair up, but I have a 2 and a 3 on the inside. They get multiplied together, and that's where that 6 is going to come from. So again, it doesn't matter if you use the factor tree, if you break it apart like this, or if you use some other way. It should all give you the same answer. If it doesn't give you the same answer, something went wrong. So this one, I'm going to do the square root of 16. That was a terrible square root. Square root of 16 and the square root of 2. So I've got 4 square roots of 2. Let me box those together. Those are the same answer. Anyway, 288. This is where you're going to have trouble if you're doing it in your head. Some of you know that this is 144 and 2. Others of you do not. So it's always good to have a backup plan. If you cannot think of your squares up to 20, 25, then you're gonna have trouble with the larger numbers. You're gonna have trouble with those larger numbers. So it's always good to have a process to fall back on, whether it's the factor tree or something else you have. Always good to have something to fall back on. Substitution, personal favorite. Love it. Love the substitution. I'm going to solve for y here because it's ready to go. Always grab something if it looks easy. Example, y is almost all the way solved for. If I divide both sides by 8, I'm going to get y is equal to -2, and I got that answer right now. So I'm already halfway to that answer. I'll list mine in ordered pairs because they asked me to. Anyway, going to drop that -2 in for y. So instead of y, I'm going to say it's -2. So now I've got x minus 4 is equal to 4. Add the 4 to both sides, x is equal to 8. So again, ordered pairs, x, y. This is just me without having to say x equals 8, y equals -2. I've got that ordered pair. It says it for me all at once. Looking at number 21, again, you want the easiest way possible. If you'll notice, x is already solved for. So I'm not going to do anything fancy. I've already got x solved for. I'm going to take that, and instead of x, I'm going to use 4 plus y. So using this first equation right here, I've got x plus y is equal to 2. And instead of x, I'm going to use that 4 plus y. So I've substituted in. So this gives me 4 plus y, just drop in the parentheses because there's nothing to multiply by, equals 2. 4 plus 2y is equal to 2. Subtract the 4 to the other side, I'm going to get 2y is equal to -2. Divide by 2, y is equal to -1. Again, I'm going to drop that into my answer so I don't forget. Once I know y is equal to -1, I have lots of options on where to put this -1 to solve for x. I can put it in this equation. I can put it in this equation. I'm going to choose the second equation, though, because it's already set up, ready to go for x. So I've got x equals 4 plus y. I know y is -1, so I just slide it in there. 4 plus -1 is 3, and I'm all done. Always, always, always look for an easier way to do things if you can. This one, I'm going to substitute in for y. Y is equal to x. So 2x minus 2y is equal to 2. Again, I know that y is equal to x. So I have 2x minus 2x, which is 0, is equal to 2. 0 is not equal to 2, so there is no solution. There's no way to make 0 equal to 2. There'll be another example, I'm sure, here in a second of an infinitely many solutions. If you were to look at these two lines on a plane, this is y is equal to x, so it's going to look like this. This one, if you solve for it, would be y is equal to x minus 1. So you would get a parallel line. They would never cross. Since they never cross, you don't have a point of intersection, thus no solution, sadly. Moving onward, elimination. You'll notice they've set them up for you, which is kind of weak sauce, but that's okay. We don't have to do any kind of adjustments for them equation-wise. We can just go straight for it. If you see something that's going to cancel out, because all I'm doing is adding the two sides together. These y's right here are going to cancel out. That means I'm ready to go right now. Add them together. 3x, y's cancel out, is equal to -6. Divide by 2, x is equal to -2. I'm ready to go. I already got that answer. Then I pick either one. I'm going to pick the one that's got the plus sign because I like the plus sign. Not 100% sure, but I've got -2 plus y is equal to -3. Again, substituting in that -2 for x. Add that 2 to the other side, and I've got y is equal to -1. And I'm finished. Alright, number 24. Again, looking for the easiest way possible. Nothing matches. If I have x to 5x, it's not going to cancel out. 3 to 4, not going to cancel out. So I'm looking for the easiest, smallest way to change it to make it match. I'm going to multiply this top equation by 5 to get my x's to cancel out. Again, always looking for the easiest, fastest way to execute the problem. So everything gets multiplied by 5. And now, when I push these two together, they're going to cancel out, and I don't have any huge numbers. -5x and 5x will cancel out. 5 plus 15, or 4 plus 15 rather, is 19. And then I've got -24 plus 5, -19. So y is going to be -1. Again, ready to go. Ready to go. I pick any equation I want to. I'm going to pick this first one right here, the x plus 3y, because it's the easiest. So I've got x plus 3y is equal to 1. I know y is -1. So I'm going to push that through. X minus 3 is equal to 1. Add 3 to the other side. X is going to be equal to 4. Now I've got my solution. Last one. Again, looking for the easiest way possible to do this. I'm going to grab the first equation. I'm going to solve it for y. So I've got -12x minus 4y is equal to 15 times 4 is 60. And then we just get after it at this point. Push them together. My y's are going to cancel out. -4x, y's cancel, is equal to -12. Divide by 4, x is equal to 3. And again, set up that answer as soon as you see it. I'm going to take and use this second equation because everything's positive. So I've got 8x plus 4y is equal to 48. I know x is equal to 3. Now I just carry that math out. I've got 24 plus 4y is equal to 48. Pull the 24 from both sides. Now I've got 4y is equal to 24. Divide both sides by 4, and I'm going to get y is equal to 6. And that's my last number. Alright, that's it. Make sure you watch those negative signs. It can get a little dangerous.